Okay, brothers. Is it from a brother or a sister?
This is from a brother, but I could be mistaken.
You want to ask him? Okay, I'll try. I'll try to give a boy girl answer. Okay. How do I put this? For what it's worth, I've grown up in the West. Born and raised in the West. This might come across as a little bit, I don't know, harsh maybe, but look, not everybody who you are attached to now will you be attached to in the future. Even if it feels like you're the best of friends right now, things change. People mature. Some people get left behind. Trust me, a lot is going to change. And I'm assuming that this person who's asking, how old are they? Roughly, maybe 11 to 20, 25. Well, whatever your age is, one of the hadith that we have is that if you want to know the faith or the religion, in fact, the deen of an individual, look at his friends. There is no way that you will not be influenced by the people that you are surrounded by. No way. Either you're going to influence them if you have a strong enough personality, or they are going to influence you. And only you're going to be able to judge that. Now, I'm not saying to completely close yourself off and become, a weird, arrogant, I'm a Muslim, so I just don't talk to anyone. No, I'm not saying to take that approach either, because that's wrong. I mean, wrong is a bit of a strong word, but I mean, it's just weird, isn't it? No, you've got to take a balanced approach. But at the same time, what I'm saying is don't get too attached to anyone, right? Especially friends who, before you know it, they're going to be committing a lot of major sins. And for them, in non-Muslim cultures, that's fine and that's normal to do. Very rarely will you find people who are attracted to Islam. And when you talk to them about it, they can actually be impacted by you. The time is up. Time is up. If you're living in the West, your role and your job in the West is to be an ambassador for Islam. Notice how Shia, and we will talk about this another time, inshallah, because it's a detailed subject. And if I go too deep into it, then I'm going to have to explain something else in order to. But just generally speaking, look what the Shia has done. Generally speaking, who has done the most tabligh? Not even Sunnis, by the way. A lot of the tabligh has been done by takfiri Wahhabis who go out into the streets spreading the word of Islam, or at least what they perceive to be Islam. Brothers and sisters, respected elders, we have the best religion on the face of the planet, right? We have the perfect deen. And I've searched and I've gone through all those motions of trying to question it, and I've attacked it in every way that I can. And I tried to disprove Shia Islam, and I tried to, with all my might, to just find some sort of flaw. Even those things which you perceive to be flaws, they turn out to be a source of perfection. This religion is perfect. The Holy Quran tells us, فَأَقِمْ وَجْهَكَ لِلدِّينِ حَنِيفًا فِطْرَةَ اللَّهِ الَّتِي فَطَرَ النَّاسَ عَلَيْهَا لَا تَبْدِيلَ لِخَلْقِ اللَّهِ ذَلِكَ الدِّينُ الْقَيِّمُ وَلَكِنَّ أَكْثَرَ النَّاسِ لَا يَعْلَمُونَ. Turn your face, turn your heart to the upright religion, right? The fitrah, the innate divine nature upon which human beings have been created. There is no changing of that fitrah of the human being. It's within you, right? That is the perfect religion. That is the right way. But most human beings just don't know it. If you truly believe that Islam is perfect, then you need to share that with others. And in order to share it with others, you need to get strong. And for now, let's focus on these three things: the Quran, sticking together, being united, and having that connection with the leader, Imam Sayyid Ali Khamenei. And just one final thing, the leader has actually, if you go onto the internet and type in letter for you, letter, and then I think it's the number for you, you'll find 2 letters which the leader actually sent to the youths of the West, right? He sent this letter for the youths, and he says some very basic things in there. Try to understand Islam from its core fundamental, like for example, from the Quran itself. Don't try to understand it from the media, right? Now, if we just contemplate a little bit on this letter of the leader, we'll find that he's actually saying that, look, the youths of the West are ready to hear the message of Islam. The only thing we're waiting for is for me and you to get ready to share that message with them. Our masjids and our mosques and our imam bargas should not be so embarrassing that we're afraid to invite anybody inside and to share the religion with them. What does that show you about ourselves if we haven't been able to introduce Shia Islam to the world? But I mean, that's all I want to say for now. And I'm sure I'm boring people. So with that, I'd like to ask everybody, inshallah, to pray for the dhuhr, and we'll recite the dua with ببركة الصلوات على محمد وآل محمد.